Good morning, welcome to Day 3, Session 5 of the Apollo Project's 2025 National Swimming Championships here at the National Aquatics Centre in Auckland. This morning we'll be into some more grey racing. We have the women and men's 400 metres freestyle. In the women's field, we'll have that little battle again between Erica Fairweather, Eve Thomas and Caitlin Deans. I'm sure that'll be another good heat swims from them this morning for that final tonight. In the men's field, we'll have Louis Clark returning after his 1,500 metre triumph. We'll then have the multi-class athletes also doing the 400 freestyle this morning, both men and women. We then move on to the women and men's 100 metre backstroke. That'll be some great racing there. Amber George from the Coast Swimming Club has qualified for the World Aquatics Champs in the 50 backstroke. Let's see how she progresses in the 100 today. And in the men's field, Kane follows after a great swim last night in that 200 back. He'll be back in the water. We'll also have the 200 breaststroke this morning. That should be great to see our athletes back in action in that breaststroke. And then lastly, we move on to our 50 metres butterfly, men's, women and multi-class. In the men's, Cameron Gray will be striving for that time, I'm sure, in the 50 fly. And then Hazel Auerhand, who has already qualified in the 50 fly earlier in the season, we'll see if she can make that mark again. So hopefully the athletes are all prepared well. Day 3, always a challenging day in the middle of the meet. All the best to the athletes.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
Day 3, Session 5. Let's welcome our technical officials. Looking mighty in blue this morning. Our referee for the male events, Greg Forsyth. Our referee for the females, Ron Clark. This morning, our starter for the male, Alan Hale. And our starter for the female, Joe Russell. And our technical director this week, Diane Farmer from the mighty Palmerston North. We'll head to a short break and then we'll be back with the 400 metre freestyle for women. Thank you to our sponsors for having us and helping us create this event this week. We move to our first event of the morning, Event 18, the Women's 400 Freestyle. We will have 4 heats. Heat 1. In lane 4 in Heat 1, we will have Catherine Sonnerson from Pirate Swim Team. And in lane 5, Anna McLaren from the Trojan Swim Club in Hawke's Bay. Halfway through this first heat of the women's 400 freestyle. Anna McLaren leading this one through. Catherine, 18 years of age, Anna, 17 years of age, so they'll be fighting to make sure they try and make that age group final this evening to get another shot at this event. Another chance to do a personal best. .336 there through the... Sorry, 329 through the 300 there for Anna. So she'll be looking to try and beat that personal best in my program of 4:51.27. Anna McLaren touching the wall with 4:42. It's a 9-second PB there this morning. Catherine in a 4:50.63, just outside her time in the program. A great start to the morning there for Anna from the Hawke's Bay Club. She'll be pushing for that age group final this evening. Official results there of Heat 1. Next up behind the blocks, Heat 2. Lane 1, Millie Skidmore, Trojan Swim Club. 2, Shay Jackson, North Canterbury Swim Club. 3, Scout Carter, Icebreaker Aquatics. 4, Indiana Riley, Hamilton Aquatics. 5, Freya Hingston, United Swimming Club. 6, Dio Televido, Tahiti. 7, Annabelle Scott, Swim Timaru. 8, Violet Carter, Icebreaker Aquatics. Good close battle happening here in this first 200 of Heat 2. Our Tahitian visitor leading through in 2:14.79. Followed closely by Shay Jackson, 2:15.00. Interesting to see how each of these young women pace their 400. Are they working on the back end of this event? Or do they like to go out a little bit stronger and hold on? See if they've listened to their coaches around how to best utilise their skills through the event. Freya Hingston from the United Swimming Club making a move on this 100 metres. Coming through the middle lanes. Last 100 metres. Still Vido from Tahiti leading through from start to finish at this stage. She has 25 metres left to swim. Freya Hingston in lane 5 from the United Club leading the Kiwis in this heat. But it is Vido from Tahiti, 4:32.07. Looks like a good time for her this morning. Few green lights on our scoreboard here, poolside, so that's great to see from our leading athletes in that heat. Good controlled race there by Vido. For a 6-second personal best. There's our official results. 4:32.07. Next up, Heat 3, first of our 2 circle-seated heats. Lane 1, Kezia Bassini, North Shore Swimming Club. 2, Talitha McEwen, Mount Maunganui Swim Club. 3, Olivia Emmett, Club 37. 4, Eve Thomas, Coast Swimming Club. 5, Alyssa Tapper, St. Peter's Swimming. 6, Amelia Finer, Neptune Swim Club. 7, Holly McDonald, Hamilton Aquatics. Lane 8, Isabella Davrin, Mount Maunganui Swim Club. Eve Thomas, one of our World Aquatics qualifiers in the 1500 metre event, also went under the time in the 800, but was 3rd place. Unfortunately for her in that one, a really close swim in that 800 freestyle by our females. In lane 5, Alyssa Tapper, she has made the standard for the World Junior qualifying for later in the year, so that's great that she's already done that time this season already as well, but I'm sure she'll be wanting to back that up. Her older sister taking out that 100 freestyle last night, so good inspiration for her. 1:02.5 for Eve through that first 100 metres. The World Aquatics standard, 4:10.23. And the World Junior standard, 4:18.10. Eve Thomas, 2:08.8 through the 200-metre mark. Alyssa Tapper, 2:10.87. And Amelia Finer from the Neptune Club, 2:10.82. So a good little battle there in lanes 5 and 6 as well. Pushing each other through to make sure they're in that A final this evening to get that second opportunity. .3:15.37 for Eve Thomas through the 300-metre mark. Alyssa Tapper, Amelia Finer, 3:18s. Eve back training full-time in New Zealand now after a 5 to 6 year stint at the St. Peter's Western Club in Brisbane. So good to have her back up here on the Hibiscus Coast, training with our Kiwi athletes, coached by Michael Weston at the Northern Arena facility. 50 metres to swim. Looks like a really controlled swim this morning, just making sure of that A final position tonight. Our age group swimmers still striving for their age group final tonight as well as the A final. Give themselves the best position to try and earn a medal for their age group. Eve Thomas this morning, 4:21.81. Alyssa Tapper, 4:23.92. And Amelia Finer, 4:23.99. Looks like a smooth, controlled swim there by Eve this morning. And here's the results of Heat 3. And next up is our final heat, Heat 4. They are behind the blocks. Lane 1, Olivia Bates, North Shore Swimming. 2, Hannah Abdul, Wharanui Swim Club. 3, Brooke Bennett, Jazzy Swim Club. 4, Erica Fairweather, North Shore Swimming Club. 5, Caitlin Deans, Neptune Swimming Club. 6, Neve Tasker, Ngātai Tuatia Atararika Swimming. 7, Sophie Hay, Hamilton Aquatics. 8, Alexis Pusini, North Shore Swimming. Always great to be able to watch our Paris Olympians in action here at our national champs. For all our athletes at home as well, just to watch the technical side of how Erica Fairweather swims. Somehow the best swimmers make it look easy. An amazing effortless stroke there by Erica. Looks like she's pushing for a strong swim this morning. out in a 59.67 at the first 100. Trying to settle into a little bit of a rhythm now. I'm sure her and Graham Hill of the North Shore team working on a bit of a plan this morning. We heard after that 800, not the biggest of tapers for this meet, so we know she's really, since she's made those qualifying standards already for the World Champs. World champion in her own right in the short course meters. 2:02.77 through the 200 meter mark. Caitlin Deans 2:07.10. Erica's New Zealand record sits at 3:59.44. Hundred metres left to swim for the 21-year-old Erica Fairweather. 3:06 through that 300-metre mark. She'll be looking roughly around that sort of 4:10 mark if she maintains here. So could be just popping under that World Aquatics time this morning. Caitlin Deans holding on to that second position with Neve Tasker. Brooke Bennett fighting for that third position and that A final spot. Erica Fairweather with a nice controlled swim this morning in our heats of day 3. 4:08.71, easily under the standard of 4:10.23. That's a World Aquatics A time, everybody. Let's give her a round of applause to be able to do it in the heats here. Caitlin Deans through in second, 4:18. And in third place this morning in that last heat, Neve Tasker, 4:24.54. Looking forward to that final this evening. There's our official results. Erica Fairweather 4:08.71, getting under that World Aquatics time this morning. Next up behind the blocks, event 112, the women's 400 freestyle multi-class. We have one heat. In lane 1, Melissa Donahue, Hamilton Aquatics. 2, Mackenzie Drag, Aquagym Swim Club. 3, Amber Proudfoot, Aquagym Swim Club. 4, Lily Fox Mason, Wharanui Swim Club. 5, Brooke Anderson, Viking Swim Club. 6, Millie Long, Selwyn Swim Club. And 7, Chloe Gladwin, Whakatane Swimming Club. Chloe Gladwin leading out this 400 free multi-class. 1:12.51 in the S19 category. Lily Fox-Mason, S10 category in second place, close behind. Hundred metres to swim for Lily Fox-Mason and Chloe Gladwin. Range of classifications this morning here in our 400 freestyle females. We have S8 category, S10 category, S18 and S19. Swimmers aiming for different championship events. Other than our Paralympic pathway, we also have the Virtus Games this year. New Zealand is sending a 12 swimmer team from the S14, S18 and S19 categories. They're being ranked based on the times within qualifying from the 2023 Global Games podium and the gold medal placings. This is an extension of the introduction of the classifications into Swim New Zealand's national events over the past 2 years. The Virtus World Champs and Global Games are the pinnacle level for these impairment types. Also noting, though, the S14 are still eligible for the Paralympic pathway, but it is Chloe Gladwin, lane 7, 5:07.72 this morning, and Lily Fox-Mason, 5:12.47. Mackenzie from the Aquagym Swimming Club. 100 metres left to swim from her. Melissa Donoghue, the winner of our 200 freestyle last night. She has 100 metres left to swim as well. Amber Proudfoot, 50 metres to swim. some of these multi-class athletes entered on some short course times, so whether that means it could be one of sometimes the first time they've swum this long course. Unfortunate for the Canterbury region, long course not always as easy until their new pool will be built, so it's great to see them up here racing this 400 metres long course. Touching in lane 3, Amber Proudfoot, 6:49.67. According to this program, that could be a great PB for her in the S8 category. Lane 6, Millie Long, 6:54.39. She was entered on a short course time, so that could be a good swim from her. Brooke Anderson, 7:14.30. Mackenzie touches in 7:35.84. And Melissa touching the wall there in a time of 7:54.51 to round out our female multi-classification 400 freestyle this morning. There's our official results. We'll look forward to seeing those women tonight in the final. Up next, event 19, the men's 400 metre freestyle. We will have 4 heats. Behind the blocks is heat 1. In lane 2, Inoa Vial, Tahiti. Lane 4, Alexander Copper-Ocean, St. Paul Swimming Club. 5, Nathan Holmberg, Liz Van Willy Aquatics. 6, Gabrielle Lupia, Phoenix Aquatics. 300 metres through this first heat. Our Tahitian visitor, 3:09.99. A little battle going on in the other lanes by the Kiwi boys. Noah from Tahiti, 4:14.93. That looks like a great time for him this morning. And now Phoenix Aquatics, second place with a small PB there at 4:21.74. Great performance from our visitor there. The 15-year-old. There's our official results as we head into the second heat, men's 400 metre freestyle. Lane 1, Samuel Astiada, Hawak Pakaranga. 2, Miles Julian, Matamata Swim Club. 3, Jack Barden, North Shore Swimming Club. 4, Ethan Stocks, Ross School Swimming Club. 5, Luke Jackson, North Shore Swimming Club. 6, Oscar Greenwood, Coast Swimming Club. 7, Sam Rowe, Icebreaker Aquatics. 8, Tyler Lashcott, United Swimming Club. Ethan Stocks leading out the second heat from the Ross School Swimming Club. Tight battle with Luke Jackson from the North Shore. Both these lads 17, so they'll be aiming for that age group final tonight. .203.81 for Ethan Stocks through the 200 metre there. Luke Jackson not letting him get away though. Oscar Greenwood, the Coast Swim Club, sitting in third. Luke Jackson coming through in that 100 metre. 3:09.89, 100 metres left to swim. These boys' entry times in this program, 4:15.61 and 4:16.90. So they'll be wanting to come home around that 104, 105 mark to try and make sure they get that personal best. Luke Jackson sneaking out to a body length lead on that 50. And it is Luke Jackson, 4:14.55 with a PB. Taking out Heat 2, Ethan Stocks, 4:15.84, and Oscar Greenwood in third position, 4:17.71. Came through in the back half of that race, Luke Jackson, showing that North Shore pedigree. There's the official results as we move to heat number 3 of the men's 400 freestyle. First of our circle seated. In lane 1, Jacob Humphreys, North Shore Swimming. 2, Joel Veron, Wharanui Swim Club. 3, William Leroy, Club 37. 4, Niall Rue, Tahiti. 5, Brendan Visser, Coast Swim Club. 6, Fraser Walker, United Swimming Club. 7, Hunter Lloyd, Romania Swimming Club. And 8, Neo Ulrich, St. Paul Swimming. Brendan Visser taking this one out strong, 55.02. Fraser Walker, the 17-year-old, 56.93. That World Junior qualification standard, 3:59.43. The World Aquatics time, 3:48.15. $1:55.59 for Brendan Visser through the 200 metre. Fraser Walker, 1:58.89. Brendan Visser's PB in the program, 3:58.89. Looks to be trying to target that. Fraser Walker, 4:04.15. Looks like a great swim there by the 17-year-old as well. Brendan Visser, 300 metres, 2:56. Fraser Walker, 3:01.14. Side battle for third. The Romania athlete Hunter Lloyd versus William Leroy, the visitor from Canada. Brendan Visser, 3:57.13. That looks like a personal best for him this morning. Looking pretty happy with that one. Fraser Walker, a personal best, 4:02.27. That's a good swim from the 17-year-old. Pushing his way through to potentially the A final tonight. And the Tahitian comes through for third position there. But Brendan Visser went out hard. Swimming on his own there in that third heat. There's our official results. 3:57.13. Brendan Visser Coast Swimming Club. Up next, Heat 4, our final heat of the men's 400 freestyle. Lane 1 from Coast, Alex Sanford. 2, Alfie Witherston Harvey, Kiwi. 3, Lan Hamlin O, Coast Swimming Club. 4, Louis Clark, North Shore Swimming Club. 5, James Lee, Coast Swimming Club. 6, Jack Love, Blenheim Swimming Club. 7, Daita Bassini, North Shore Swimming Club. 8, Curtis Melsop, Ngātai Tuatia Atararika Swimming. Louis Clark, our 1,500 metre national champion, qualified for their 3K open water swim for the World Champs the other evening. Beside him, James Lee from the Coast Swim Club, already this season qualifying for the World Junior Champs. See if he can make that mark again this morning. And in lane 3, he was second in the 1,500 metre, Lan Hamlin O. (1:56.62) through that 200 metre mark for Louis Clark. James Lee sitting on his feet there in second place. Lan another half a body length behind. 100 metres left to swim in this final heave of the 400. Louis Clark taking big control of this one, 2:57.72. Looks like he's picking it up in this back half of this 400 metres. We saw him do the same in the 1500. Really took on from that 500 metre mark, so we know he's got the endurance capability. That's a great turn from him into his last 50. Louis Clark, 3:58.81. He'll take second position into the A final tonight. Juan Himlano, 4:03.50, and James Lee, 4:04.99. Took control of that race, Louis Clark, all the way through. Smooth finish there by the 23-year-old. So I'm looking forward to that battle between him and Brendan Visser this evening. There's our official results of Heat 4. We move now to our next event, event 113, the 400 freestyle men multi-class. We'll have one heat. Lane 2 from Hamilton Aquatics, Joseph Blake. Lane 3, Benjamin Gould, Ashburton Swim Team. Lane 5, Jonty Howland, Dannyburg Swimming Club. And 6, Tate Bichon, Club 37. Tate Bichon from the Club 37 Club. He raced the 1500 metre freestyle on day one. Having a really aggressive swim here. He's in the S19 category. Benjamin Gould from Ashburton in the S10 category here in lane 3. Joseph Blake, always a smile on his face, S18. And Jonty from Dannyburg. He is in the S6 category. Great to have an athlete here from the Dannyburg Swimming Club. Tate Bichon through the 200 metres at 2:28.10. His time in the program 5:05.28. Tate Pichon, 100 metres left to swim. He's at 3:46.65. The S19 New Zealand record is 4:46.56, held by Ian Chen. We've seen him in action in some other events these past couple of days already. Benjamin Gould with 100 metres left to swim. Benjamin's time in the program, I think a short course entry time of 5:49.83. So hopefully he's looking to do a personal best here this morning, long course. Tate Pichon, 25 metres to go. Tate Pichon, 5:04.55. Sounds to me like his coaches are pretty happy with that one. So a good little personal best there for Tate. Well done. Jonty and Joseph. Still 100 metres to go, Joseph. Good man. Benjamin Gould touches in 5:51.42. That's only 2 seconds behind his short course time, so that looks like a pretty good swim for me. Jonty Howland from Dannyburg, 50 metres to swim now. Seems like he's picked it up every 100 metres. He's swimming very well there in lane 5. Only 14 years of age, Jonty. So great to have him here racing at our national champs. Jonty touches in 6:57.31. Green time on the board there. He looks pretty happy with that one, breaking that sub-7 minute barrier. The big thumbs up to the stands. Joseph Blake touches in 7:16.63. A great swim by our multi-class athletes there. We'll wait for those official results. Those guys will swim it again this evening and try to go a little bit faster. We'll now head to a short break before we're back with the 100 backstroke.
You know your best can always be better. When you're always prepared to give it your all, you must flow like water, but be fueled by fire. You eliminate doubt and replace it with focus. If there's a boundary, you're pushing it. Even when you know fast is your only speed, you know that's never enough. Power Skin Primo, the first race suit with Hyperforce fabric. First is better than fast.
Welcome back. Day 3, session 5. We move on to event 20, the women's 100-meter backstroke. We will have 6 heats. And in heat 1, we have lane 3, Mia Kane Townley, Nelson South Swim Club. 4, Zaniqua Pratt Smith, Mount Maunganui Swim Club. And in lane 5, Talia Chene, Pukekohe Swim Club. Mia Kane Townley takes out that first heat of the 100-meter backstroke. From the Nelson South Swimming Club. Great to have quite a few athletes here this week. Looking bright and pink this morning. We'll wait for those official results to come through. There they are, 108.38. So good PB there for Mia this morning. We head on to heat 2. Lane 1, Sylvie Gardner, North Wave Swim Club. 2, Harriet Park, Hitatonga Sun Devils. 3, Piper Rogers, Tawa Swimming Club. 4, Lani Yarrett, St. Paul Swimming. 5, Annabelle Grenfell, Nelson South Swim Club. 6, Vivini Shaw, Yazzie Swim Club. 7, Audrey Neal, Coast Swimming Club. And in lane 8 from Mount Eden Swimming, Maya Looms. Nice little swim there by Annabelle Grenfell. Nelson South taking out the first two heats here of our National Aquatics 100-metre backstroke females. Pink shirts are working this morning. We move on to heat 3. We'll wait for those official results to come through. Great to have our video footage of our finishes here. I'm sure athletes can go back and self-judge some of their skills when they look on the live stream. Always good to review. There it is, 109.00 for Annabelle Grenfell. Heat 3. In lane 1, Marina Nadillo, Ngātai Tuatia Atararika Swimming. 2, Hayley White Coast Swimming Club. 3, Anna McLaren Trojan Swimming Club. 4, Charlotte Cole Hiratonga Sun Devils. 5, Emma Bindal Icebreaker Aquatics. 7, Penny Smith Aquagym Swim Club. And 8, Emma Wallace Pukekohe Swim Club. Charlotte Cole 107.42 taking out the third heat. Looks like a little PB for her according to this program. The pedigree of the Hiratonga Club in the backstroke events. Never saw Willie Benson swim it, but here as swimmers are, backstrokers. That's the official results, 107.42. Up next, heat 4, first of our circle-seated heats. Slight delay here as we get ready for the start. In lane 1, Mia Laban, Howard Pekaringa. 2, Riley McBride, Whananui Swim Club. 3, Tess Winneray, North Shore Swim Club. 4, Milan Glenmire, Coast Swim Club. 5, Hannah Abdu, Whananui Swim Club. 6, Bridie Quayle, Whananui Swim Club. 7, Paige Stringer, Hamilton Aquatics. And 8, Kate McLaren, Trojan Swim Club. Lane 4, Milan Glenmire threw in a 29.65. She's already made the World Junior qualification standard this year already. It's a 102.80. But great to see her having a crack here this morning. The New Zealand Open record, 60.22s. Emily Thomas holds that record. from 2009, but is going to be Milan Glenmire this morning. 60.84. Just outside an age group record there, but again under the standard for the World Juniors. Congratulations, Milan. Looking forward to watching her again this evening. Heading towards that beautiful time of sub 60 at some point, I'm sure. Not too far away in her future. Here's the official results of Heat 4. We move on now to Heat 5. Lane 1, Zoe Inor, Hiratonga Sun Devils. 2, Arissa Liu, Phoenix Aquatics. 3, Liv Peebles, North Shore Swimming. 4, Savannah Eve Martin, Coast Swimming Club. 5, Jessie Welsh, Club 37. 6, Emily Kearns, Australia. 7, Holly Stanford, Trojan Swim Club. And 8 from United, Zanti Miller. Savannah Eve Martin out in a 29.79. We saw her in the 200. She had an impeccable start yesterday, utilising that full 15 metres. Great to see her taking charge of this 5th heat here at our National Championships. Really trying to maintain their rhythm into this last 5 metres, looking for a great touch of the wall. 101.66. Solid heat swim there, the 19-year-old from the Coast Swim Club. Making sure she makes that A final for this evening. There's those official results. 101.66 leading Heat 5. Next up, Heat 6. Lane 1, Annabelle Scott, Swim to Maru. Through 2, Danielle Asiata, Howard Pekaranga. 3, Georgina McCarthy, Hamilton Aquatics. 4, Amber George, Coast Swimming Club. 5, Isabel Gibson, Club 37. 6, Breeze Van Withuizen, Hiratonga Sun Devils. 7, Jade Lyles, Phoenix Aquatics. 8, Stacey Morgan, Triton Swim Club. Amber George through in 29.00. She has made the standard in the 50-metre backstroke for the World Aquatics Champs. She looks to be having a good crack at this time this morning. The 100-metre backstroke qualifying time, 60.46. Amber George leading this one through. 60.95. Isabel Gibson, 102.34. And Georgina McCarthy this morning, 103.58. The winner of the 200 backstroke last night. Looking forward to that race this evening. At this stage, the Coast Swim Club, I think, taking out all the top 3 spots. There's the official results of the women's Heat 6 100 backstroke. Girls, if you can exit the water. Next up is the event 21, the men's 100-meter backstroke. In lane 3, we'll have Nicholas Siccioni of Porirua City Aquatics. Lane 4, Rion Oosthuizen United Swimming Club. And 5, Kobe Piggott from Coast Swim Club. Heat 1 here. Rion from the United Club, 102.20. Looks to be a small PB. Good little swim from the middle of the pool there. First of 6 heats that was. Official results on the board. We move on now to Heat 2 of the men's 100 backstroke. Lane 2, Matteo Bafre, Tahiti. 3, Finlay McNabb, Blenheim Swim Club. 4, Ryan Hewiston, North Shore Swimming Club. 5, Sam Rowe, Icebreaker Aquatics. 6, Clayton Fell, Mount Eden Swimming. And 7, Toby Hewiston, North Shore Swim Club. Great to see the brothers Ryan and Toby from the North Shore Club. Only .03 separating them at this stage. Good little battle from the North Shore teammates and brothers. Coming through in this last 5 meters. It's a close one, this Heat 2. It is Ryan Hewiston from the North Shore, 102.22. The younger of the brothers taking that one out for the North Shore Club. Close finish there. Shows how important our skills can be. Ryan nailing that touch there. Next up, Heat 3. Lane 1, Luca Graham, Viking Swim Club. 2, Liam Reese, Kiwi. 3, Callum Lockhart, Viking Swim Club. 4, Ethan Cohn, Jazzy Swim Club. 5, Lucas Percival, Central Hawke's Bay Swimming. 6, William Delamere, Coast Swim Club. 7, Charlie Oberens, Viking Swim Club. And 8, Dom Wharapuri, North Shore Swimming. Looks to be Liam Reese taking out this herd lead at this stage, and it is, and he breaks the sub-minute barrier, 59.94. Always a great little target to achieve for a swimmer in the 100-metre events. From the Kiwi Club, Liam Reese. Next up, we will have Heat 4, first of our circle-seated heats. Lane 1, Enoch Zhang, Phoenix Aquatics. 2, Brandon Holder, Phoenix Aquatics. 3, Ariel Macharahondo, Swim Rotorua. 4, Kane Follows, Neptune Swim Club. 5, Blake Faliapa, North Shore Swimming. 6, Kiha de Sorberes, Tahiti. 7, Hans Hauf, North Wave Swim Club. And 8, Liam Woods, St. Paul Swimming. Great to see the skills there from our middle 3 lanes. The 16-year-old Ariel Macharahondo from the Swim Rotorua Club. But Kane Follows, as we know, comes through in this second 50 with his 200 pedigree. Great to see him taking charge of this 4th heat. And he touches in 55.59. Ariel Macharahondo, 56.68. Which is a World Junior qualification time. He's already achieved that time earlier, I think, at the National Age Group Champs, but great to see him backing it up and doing it again here this morning. There's our official results of Heat 4. Blake Faliafa taking out 3rd position, 57.27. Move on now to Heat 5. Lane 1, Tapaki from North Wave Swim Club. 2, Ollie Ludden, Yazzie Swim Club. 3, Daniel Williams, Swim Zone Racing. 4, Zach Dowell, Club 37. 5, Alessandro Esposito, Nata Tuatia Tararika Swimming. 7, John Quirk, North Shore Swimming Club. And 8 from Club 37, Vincent Downs Honey. We know how Zach Dowell likes to swim the 100-metre backstroke. He always takes it out strong and fast. Some good skills shown from the big fellas this morning. The World Aquatics time, 53.94, that's a tough one to crack. 55.61 there for Zach Dell. And in lane one, Tapaki from the North Wave breaks another New Zealand record for 14-year-olds. Let's give him a round of applause. The old time 58.72. That's well under the way. Another great swim there by the young 14-year-old. And takes third place in that heat. Up next, our last heat, heat 6. Lane 1, Mitch Ellis, Lisbon Wheeler Aquatics. 2, Harrison James, Viking Swim Club. Lane 3, Yazzie Cornish, Coast Swimming Club. 4, Cooper Morley, North Shore Swimming Club. 5, William Seymour, Nelson South Swim Club. 6, Samuel Potching, North Shore Swim Club. 7, Bruce Shen, Phoenix Aquatics. And 8, from Viking Swim Club, Tyson Lynch. Yazzie Jasper Cornish taking out 26.96. The Coast Swim Club athlete, coached by John Gaffield, Michael Weston, having a strong race here from lane 3. And he'll take the win there at 56.43. According to this program, that's a little personal best for the little man. There's our official results of the men's heat 6 of the 100 backstroke. We'll now head into a short break before we rejoin with the 50 backstroke for multi-class.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
And we're back thanks to our sponsors this week here in Auckland at the National Aquatics Centre. We're on day 3, session 5. Up next, event 114, the 50 backstroke for women multi-class. We will have 2 heats. In lane 3, Chloe Gladwin, Whakatane Swimming Club. 4, Riley Sayer, Matamata Swim Club. 5, Charlotte Murphy, Aquagym Swimming Club. And 6, Charlotte Rosen, Wharanui Swim Club. All these ladies here, all in different categories in this first heat. Chloe in the S19 category, taking it out in 39.27. Not too far away from her New Zealand record there. In lane 4, Riley Sayer, 50.20. Charlotte Murphy, 55.08. And Charlotte Rosen, a 58 also. That was heat 1 of our multi-class 50 backstroke. There's our official results as we head into heat 2. In lane 2, Amy Van Aert, Pukekohe Swim Club. 3, Amber Proudfoot, Aquagym Swimming Club. 4, Camilla Witt, Denmark. 5, Brooke Anderson, Viking Swim Club. And 6, from Hamilton Aquatics, Melissa Donahue. Camilla Witt, our visitor from Denmark, 41.94. Brooke Anderson, the first of our Kiwis, 51.54. Amber Proudfoot, 53.24. And in lane 6, Melissa Donahue, 54.26, just outside her New Zealand record. Be good to see these athletes again tonight in our final. There's those official results of Heat 2. We move now to event 115, the men's 50-metre backstroke for our multi-class athletes. We have one heat. A stacked heat here in the men's multi-class 50 backstroke. In lane 1, Joseph Blake, Hamilton Aquatics. 2, Joel Watkins, Pukekohe Swimming. 3, Rawiri Tristan Brown, Otaki Titans. 4, Cameron Leslie, Whangarei Swim Club. 5, James Hayden, Club 37. 6, Benjamin Gould, Ashburton Swim Club. 7, Lance Dusto, Central Hawke's Bay Swimming. And 8, Matthew Cofford, Aquagym Swim Club. Oh, tight little battle here in this 50 backstroke. Will be Joel Watkins out of lane 2, taking the win there in the middle of the pool. Our stalwart para swimming Cameron Leslie touches in 43.61. That's under the world para qualification standard for Cameron this morning. Great to have him still racing for New Zealand. His New Zealand record, Cameron, 42.13, not far off that. Sure, but he'll be looking to get closer to that one this evening. There's our official results as we head into a short ad break before we carry on with our women's 200-meter breaststroke.
You know your best can always be better. When you're always prepared to give it your all, you must flow like water, but be fueled by fire. You eliminate doubt and replace it with focus. If there's a boundary, you're pushing it. Even when you know fast is your only speed, you know that's never enough. Power Skin Primo, the first race suit with Hyperforce fabric. First is better than fast.
Welcome back to 2025 Apollo Projects National Swim Champs. We now have event 22, the women's 200-meter backstroke. We have 3 heats. In lane 2, Scout Carter, Icebreaker Aquatics. 3, Olivia Bates, North Shore Swimming. 4, Jasmine Lyles, Phoenix Aquatics. 5, Maya Adams, Pirate Swim Team. 6, Kate Hurley, Pirate Swim Team. And in lane 7, from the North Shore Swimming Club, Eva Makarova-Payton.
How's the voice? Sounded very sexy.
Jasmine Lyles takes out the first heat of the women's 200 breaststroke in a 2:40.02. The 18-year-old probably looking at just trying to make sure she makes that A final tonight, gives herself the best chance in that. Plus also wanting to take out the 17, 18-year-old age group as well, looking for that dual medal. Strong performance from her this morning. There's our official results of Heat 1 of the women's 200 breaststroke as we head to Heat 2. Lane 2, Maya Kittle, Nelson South Swim Club. 3, A.B. Davidson United Swimming Club. 4, Melissa Cowan North Shore Swimming Club. 5, Alex McIntosh United Swimming Club. Lane 6 from Hamilton Aquatics, Ariel O'Reilly. And 7, Ava Neems, Hawik Pakaranga. Alex McIntosh, the 16-year-old from United Club, taking out the first 100 metres here, 1:15.42. Melissa Kaua tucked in behind, but has since taken the lead at the start of this third 50. Melissa Cowan takes out the second heat, 2:36.27. Alex McIntosh holds on to second place, 2:39.09. And Ariel O'Reilly, 2:43.2. Melissa really pushing through on that second 100 there to take the lead off Alex McIntosh and put herself into the A final this evening. Our official results on the scoreboard of Heat 2. We move to our final heat, Heat 3. Lane 2 from Kiwi, Meg McLaughlin. 3, Grace Jeromson, North Shore Swimming. 4, Zalika Pratt-Smith, Coast Swim Club. 5, Monique Wierzowski, North Shore Swimming. 6, Paige Franklin, Central Hawke's Bay Swimming. And 7, Jessica Cochran, Pukekohe Swimming Club. Another battle here this morning between Zylika Pratt-Smith and Monique Wierzowski. They raced each other in the 50 breaststroke last night. Monique taking that win. 1:13 through the first 100 metres. Monique, 17 years of age. She'll be looking to make sure she puts herself in good stead. Targeting potentially another 2 gold medals by taking out the 17-18 age group and the open title tonight. We'll see what happens. Zylika putting in a strong third 50 here. Lane 3 and 4 officiated at that 150-metre turn in by Jo Davidson, our new life member of Swimming New Zealand. Congratulations to her last night. 25 metres left to swim for Zylika Pratt-Smith and Monique Wierzowski in this final heat of the 200 breaststroke. $2:34.95 for Zylika Pratt-Smith. She'll be taking in lane 4 in tonight's final. Monique close behind. And a 2:35.38, that could be a little personal best for her. As we wait for the official results here, a good little battle between the North Shore clubs of Coast and the North Shore Swimming Club. There's our official results of Heat 3. We move now to event 23, the male 200 breaststroke. We will have 5 heats. In the first heat, we will have Joshua Wilmer from Coast Swimming Club and Bailey Conlon from Swim Rotorua. We have our 2 swimmers here with a multi-classification. Josh Wilmer, SB8 classification, and Bailey Conlon, SB14. Josh Wilmer breaking his New Zealand record in the 100-metre breaststroke on day 1. So good to see these boys taking on the 200 meter today, day 3. Josh's New Zealand record time is 2:51.08. So we'll see how he's tracking towards that one. .118 through the 100 meter for Josh. Training now out of the Coast Swim Club. Bailey Conlon from Swim Rotorua, 1:28.83. Bailey's time has it in the program, has a short course, I think, time next to it, so he'll be looking to put down potentially a long course PB this morning. Josh Wilmer pushing hard here to break his New Zealand record. Remember that time, 2:51.08. He was at 2:01.70 at the 150 mark, so he looks to be on track here. Let's help him along in this last 15 meters. Josh Wilmer. A New Zealand record in the 100 meter breaststroke on day 1 with 3 meters left to swim. 2:43.74. That's a New Zealand record. He looks pretty happy about that one. The 20-year-old from the Coast Swim Club. That changing club seems to be moving him along there nicely. Great to be able to do that in the heats here as well, guys. We can swim fast in heats and in finals. Lane 5, Bailey Conlon, 3:14.24. He looks pretty happy with that one. As I said, short course time entered, so that could be a long course PB for the 19-year-old. Well done, lads. We move now to Heat 2 of the men's 200 breaststroke. In lane 1, James Hayden, Club 37. Lane 2, Luke Karina, Mount Eden Swimming. 3, Taka Sugiyama, Kiwi. 4, Charlie Russell, North Shore Swimming. 5, Flynn Grace, Viking Swim Club. 6, Fergus Charlton, Coast Swimming Club. And 7, Gary Yuan, Roscoe Swim Club. Flynn Grace and Fergus Charlton. First equal through the 100 metre mark at 1:14.74. Looks like Flynn stepped it up in the third 50 a little bit there. The Cantabrian. Flynn's entry time in the program, 2:38.03. These boys, mostly 17 years old in this, so they'll be aiming for that age group final, if not the A final tonight. Make sure they give themselves the best chance to get a repeat swim. But it looks to be Flynn Grace from the Viking Swim Club with a touch on the wall, 2:36.11. That looks to be a little PB there. Charlie Rossell in second and Fergus Charlton in third. There's our official results of Heat 2. We move on to our circle-seated heats now. Heat 3. Lane 1, Sam McAllister, Whanganui Swim Club. 2, John Park, St. Paul's Swimming. 3, Jethro Yoon, Phoenix Aquatics. 4, Hunter Hughes, Coast Swimming Club. Lane 5, Joseph Reiher, Porirua City Aquatics. 6, Curtis Shanks, Jazzy Swim Club. 7, Rick Zhao, Howick Pakaranga. And 8, Ian Chen, St. Paul's Swimming. Hunter Hughes, our 50 breaststroke champion from last night. Good to see him back here doing the 200 as well. PBs in both the heats and finals yesterday for the 50, so I'm sure he's feeling good about that, so wanting to make sure he probably does the same here in the 200. His personal best, according to this program, 2:18.04. Taking a commanding lead in 1:08.96. Outside there in lane 8, we have Ian Chen of our SB19 category. He may be looking for a New Zealand record this morning of 2:37.06. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. He's broken a few already this week in some other events. Our work here with the camera is great for review for coaches and athletes alike to see how the distance underwater, what is happening under there, how efficient they are. But in lane 5 here in this third heat, Joseph Reiher from Porirua, he's coming back at Hara. (2:24.31). Takes out the third heat. Some great looking breaststroke there this morning. A challenging event on day 3 of our national champs. Need to push hard in these heats sometimes just to make sure we're keeping on track through our week. There's our official results. Up next, heat 4. Lane 1, Nathan Holmberg, Liz Van Willy Aquatics. 2, Sosthini Vido Tahiti. Lane 3, Nathan Walker, Jazzy Swim Club. 4, Blair Helms, North Shore Swimming Club. 5, Kevin Zhang, Roskilde Swimming Club. Lane 6 from Phoenix, Michael Yang. Lane 7, Dmitry Kuzmenikov, North Shore Swimming Club. And 8, Robert Thompson, North Canterbury Swim Club. Kevin Zhang takes the lead through this first 100 from Roskilde Swimming Club. 106.61. Blair Helms was in the medals in the 400 individual medley. He had a strong breaststroke in that event. Sure, he's got a lot of endurance in this back half of this 200 breaststroke as well. Good little tussle here in heat 4 of the men's 200 breaststroke. Kevin Zhang holding on at this stage with 15 metres left to swim. Blair Helms right there though, setting themselves up for the A final tonight. Kevin Zhang touches first, 2:21.99. Blair Helms 2:22.34. And in third position, Michael Yang, 2:27.75. Good finish there by those lads from the Auckland clubs as we move through now to our fifth and final heat of the men's 200 breaststroke. In lane 1, Zach Pask, Liz Van Willy Aquatics. 2, Caleb Yin, Mount Eden Swimming. 3, Nicholas Cowan, North Shore Swimming. 4, Sam Brown, Coast Swimming Club. 5, Jacob Story, Mount Eden Swimming. 6, Caleb Ludlow, Alexandra Swimming Club. 7, Owen Bow, North Shore Swimming Club. And lane 8, also from North Shore, Michael Brady. Jacob Story leading this final heat of the 200 breaststroke. The visitor from the Cook Islands swims under the Mount Eden Swimming Club though, so it's great to have him racing here with us at our national champs. Hopefully he'll be attending the World Aquatics Champs for that Cook Islands nation. Sam Brown, a consistent athlete across our 200-metre events. As we head to the 150 mark, it is still Jacob Story in the lead. Sam Brown tucked in behind. And it is Jacob Story, 2:21.42. Sam Brown, 2:22.65. And Nick Cowan, 2:28.80, taking the third position in our final heats. Be interesting to see where that stacks up versus the other heats. Could be a tight final this evening in our male 200 breaststroke. Jacob Story, the visitor from the Cook Islands. He'll be looking to try and win that one. As we wait for our official results there. And there they are. 2:21.42 for Jacob Story as we head to a short ad break before the last of our individual events this morning, the 50 butterfly. Welcome back to session 5 of the National Championships. We move on to event 24, the women's 50-metre butterfly. We have 6 heats. Heat 1 is behind the blocks. Lane 2, Lone Stridham. 3, Paige Franklin. 4, Maya Looms. 5, Emma Wynn. 6, Eliana Brown. 7, Amelia Rosehill. Eliana Brown takes out the first heat there. Some interesting finishes there in the first heat. I'm sure they'll be reviewing that one afterwards. There's the official results. As we head to heat 2. One, Ella Hanley. 2, Evie Skidmore. 3, Zanico Pratt-Smith. 4, Zanthi Miller. 5, Marina Nadillo. 6, Sophia Molnar. 7, Pinay Smith. 8, Holly Stanford. Lots of 17 and 18-year-olds through this event this morning. They'll be wanting to make sure they're a part of that age group final to contest for that national championship. It is out in lane 7. Penny Smith, 29.81. Potentially the first time under 30 seconds. That's a good little barrier to break. Here's our official results of Heat 2 as we move to Heat 3. Lane 1, Isla Marsh. 2, Abigail Samuels. 3, Emma Wallace. 4, Neve Longmire. 5, Alicia Story. 6, Eleanor Saunders. 7, Vivian Shaw. 8, Kate McLaren. Lane 1, in first place, Eleanor Saunders, 29.51. Looks to be a good little personal best for the 17-year-old from Coast. Pushing for that age group final this evening. We move to Heat 4. First of our circle-seated heats. One, Mia Kane Townley. 2, Eva Allen. 3, Esme Patterson. 4, Zoe Peterson. 5, Amelia Bray. 6, Lucy Abbott. And 8, Mia Labar. Zoe Pedersen potentially aiming for that World Junior standard this morning. 26.25. 26.25. That is a New Zealand 18-year-old age group record and under. That is only 0.02 off the senior World Aquatics time. So that was a great swim by our 18-year-old this morning. There's those official results. Zoe Pedersen, New Zealand age group record, 0.02 off the senior world champs. That's great to see this morning. Heat 5 now. One, Pereira Davies. 2, Diotella Vido. 3, Chloe Peters. 4, Laura Quilter. 5, Paige Kendler Kim. 6, Maddie Horden. 7, Stacey Morgan. 8, Jessica Lovell. Laura Quilter taking it to this field in Heat 5. 26.35. For the 32-year-old. Laura's only 0.1 of a second away from that World Aquatics time as well. Whoa, that could be a good race tonight. We still have one more heat to go as well. Some great swimming from the Coast athletes in this 50 butterfly so far. There's the official results. Next up, 6th and final heat. Lane 1, Himeratu Bona. 2, Mad Dog Kid. 3, Brooke Swan. 4, Hazel Awahan. 5, Milan Glidmeyer. 6, Riley McBride. 7, Anaya Maritz. 8, Fiona Sheng. Our World Champ qualifier from earlier in the season, Hazel Awahan. Looks like she's having a crack here this morning. 26:02 is under the World Aquatics time for Hazel Awahan. A great swim by Hazel here this morning. She wants that lane 4 for this evening, not letting those coast athletes have all their own way. Would be great to see more of our females making that World Aquatics time. That was our official results for Heat 6. As we move now to event 116, 50 butterfly for women's multi-class. Will have one heat. In lane 2, Charlotte Rosin. 3, Lily Fox Mason. 4, Gabriella Smith. 5, Riley Sayer. 6, Charlotte Murphy. And 7, Amy Van Aert. Great start by our 2 athletes in the centre of the pool, and Riley Sayer already qualified for the World Para Champs in this event. Let's see if she can get under that time again this morning. Gabriella Smith, 33.55. Lily Fox Mason, 33.6. Riley Sayer, 38.62. That puts her under the qualification standard for the World Para Champs later on in the year. Congrats to Riley there again. And in the S18 category, Amy Van Aert has just broken a New Zealand record. Congrats again to Amy, another record this week for her. So a really great multi-class event this morning. Good to see at the end of the session we're still breaking records. Well done to our female athletes. We move now to event 25, the 50 butterfly for the men. We have 6 heats. Heat 1 behind the block. Lane 3, Varan Reedy. 4, Everett Williams. 5, Case Glintmeyer. .27.16 from Case Glintmeyer there. Looks to be a little personal best. Sure, he's having a little battle with his sister of who can be the fastest. Great to see the 14-year-old racing here at our national championships. As we move now to Heat 2 of the men's 50 butterfly. Lane 2, Mungiega. 3, Zachary Alexander. 4, William Delamere. 5, Dmitry Kuzminikov. 6, Curtis Melsop. 7, Tyson Lynch. Maniega taking out that heat. The Viking Swim Club athlete. Looks to be a little personal best for him, breaking that 27-second barrier as well. It's all about those finishes, making sure you get that perfect touch on the wall there. Well done, Mun. 26.58. Move now to heat 3 of the men's 50 butterfly. Lane 1, Enzo Kernivanen. 2, Harrison James. 3, Manaya Teriruetirai. 4, William Campbell. 5, Hamish Inwood. 6, Mackenzie Parker. 7, Eric Yuan. 8, Corney Diner. Some strong finishes there, making sure they get that touch on the wall. Almost went through it there, Hamish Inwood. Into the 25-second zone there, so that's a good swim by the Trident athlete. Got that touch on the wall there. Very Michael Phelps-like. 25.69. We move now to our circle-seated heats. Heat 4. Lane 1, Riley McGurr. 2, Orlando Hardy. 3, Hugo Rattle. 4, Jack Kendi. 5, Thomas Goodall Frost. 6, Tom Gold. 7, Henry Williams. And 8, Neo Ulrich. Jack Kendi's been swimming well this week out of the Club 37. He had a good 53. He was pretty stoked with that one to take over Carter Swift, and there it is, 23.99. He's pretty happy about that one. Always a good little barrier, that 24.0 mark. A strong showing there by the Club 37 athlete to finish there. Our official results. 23.99. We move now to Heat 5, men's 50 butterfly. Lane 1, Daniel Creating. 2, Sam Kinney. 3, Bake Elliott. 4, Fugasidi. 5, McAllister Clark. 6, Mohammed Masood. 7, Noah Island Spicer. 8, Joshua Carroll. Looks to be Fugasidi, the world record holder in the life-saving events for the New Zealand team. Takes out this heat in 24.93. He'll be heading to the World Games for the life-saving event later on in the year. A good finish for him in that one compared to his relay last night. There's our official results. 24.93 Fugasidi. As we move now to our last heat of the men's 50 butterfly, Heat 6. Lane 1, Lachlan O'Connor. 2, William Seymour. 3, Ryan Peck. 4, Cameron Gray. 4, 5, Caleb Carlisle. 6, Yazzie Corner. 7, Jacob Humphreys. 8, Alexander Willis. Caleb Carlisle, our 100 fly champion, up against Cameron Gray in this 50 butterfly heats. 24.39 for Cameron Gray. 24.54. And in third place, Jasper Cornish, 24.97. Looks to be a personal best for that young man. Jack Hendy taking lane 4 into tonight's final. No wonder he was on the lane rope. He will be pretty happy about that one. Here's our official results of Heat 6. As we move now to our last event of the morning. Event 117, the 50 butterfly for men multi-class. We have one heat. One, Lance Dusto. 2, Finn Russ. 3, Bailey Conlon. 4, Asher Smith Franklin. 4, Josh Wilmer. 6, Lucas Robbins. 7, Joel Watkins. 8, Matthew Cofford. Asher Smith Franklin with that blistering 100 butterfly last night. He's gone out even harder here this morning in this 50 butterfly. Looking at that New Zealand record for him. He touches in 26.86. Which is a New Zealand record. Asher Smith Franklin, the S14 class. Boom. Another great butterfly race from that young man as we check through the other results. Asher Smith Franklin, another New Zealand record. His butterfly on fire this week. We know he likes to swim faster in the finals as well, so I look forward to that event again this evening. There we have our final results of the 50 butterfly for men multi-class. And we ask now that we thank our officials for this morning as we allow them to exit the pool deck. A great job they're doing this week, halfway through our national championships here in Auckland. As we head to a short ad break before we wrap up this morning's session.
Apollo Projects is New Zealand's trusted specialist for the design and construction of sports, aquatics and education centres, and is proud to be the principal sponsor of Swimming New Zealand.
We're back just to wrap up the final of our morning session here. It's been a long session, one of our longer ones this morning. First of all, we had our women's 400 free, Erica Fairweather, qualifying again under the standard for the World Aquatics Championships. That looked like a brilliant swim, well set up for tonight. Looking forward to that one. With the close battle, I'm sure, again between Eve and Caitlin. In the men's 400 free, we had Brendan Visser and Louis Clark. They'll be having a good battle this evening, I'm sure. That looks to be a good race between those two lads. Louis Clark, the 1,500 metre winner, so he'll be looking to back that up with some more gold medals this week. Then we moved into the 100 backstroke in the females. Milan Glidmeyer getting the World Junior time. Not too far off that Senior World Aquatics time either, and national record. Coast will take the top 3 placings into that final tonight, so a good little battle within their club, potentially for the top spot in their relay team later on in the week. In the men's 100 backstroke, we had 2 good swims. Ariel Macharahondo making that World Junior qualification standard again, and then Tapaki from the North Wave Swimming Club breaking the 14-year-old age group record in that one. So that was great to see our young athletes taking it on here in session 5. In the 50 backstroke multi-class, Cameron Leslie once again went under the World Para qualification standard, as he does at most of these meets. Great to have the stalwart of our para swimming athletes here leading the way. In the 200 breaststroke, Josh Wilmer takes out a New Zealand record in the SB8 category. He led that one. He went out hard. He's had a great swim in his breaststroke already this week, so great to see him back in the 200, breaking his New Zealand record. That'll be a good one for him to remember and carry on. He looked pretty happy with that. Then the last of our individual races this morning, the 50 flies. We had in the females, Hazel Alhan making the World Aquatics qualification standard again. Zoe Pedersen, 0.02 off the senior time, but making the World Junior standard and a New Zealand 18-year-old age group record. And then Laura Quilter not too far off that World Aquatic standard as well. So that's going to be a great final this evening. In the men's, it was Jack Hendy. In the multi-classification, we had a few records as well in the 50 fly. Amy Van Aert making sure she got that another national record. And then to finish off, Asher Smith-Franklin, once again, another record in his butterfly event. That'll be us here with Fergus Eadie taking a photo of himself again at this National Championships 2025 Apollo Projects. That was session 5. We look forward to racing at session 6 tonight. Live from 5:50 p.m. Don't want to miss that first race, the women's 400 freestyle. See you then.